Natuurlijk.
Welcome to Wembley Arena for the first international gymnastics event of the year, a year that reaches its climax in October with the World Championships in Rotterdam. Now today at the Vitalite Champions All tournament, we've a chance to see some of the contenders for world honours. Altogether, we've 19 top gymnasts taking part from 10 countries, and there really are some outstanding performers here. Among the women is one of the most exciting gymnasts in Europe, Camila Voinea of Romania, 17 years old and the one most likely to challenge Soviet domination at the Worlds. Her closest rival today is likely to be the Bulgarian national champion, Boriana Stoyanova. She's the former world vault champion. But what can we expect from the top Soviet youth gymnast? Tatiana Groshkova is just 14 years old, but already a force to be reckoned with at international level. While British hopes are pinned on the national champion Lisa Elliott. I wonder how far she can consolidate the promise of 1986. Well, with me now is a former British champion, Suzanne Dando. Let's talk first of all, Suzanne, about Lisa.
Lisa, I was very impressed. I actually got to see Lisa at the British Championships when she took the title. And surprisingly, she hadn't, just prior to that, she hadn't entered any major national competitions. And she got herself into the British team, which competed in the World Championships. And then she went on to win the British Championships, so a very talented gymnast, and nice to watch, lovely to watch.
What hopes have you for Karen Hargate?
Karen was obviously a runner-up to Lisa in the British Championships. I think Karen and Lisa will be competing quite often against each other in 1987, and I think she could do very well here. She's an exciting gymnast. Obviously, she's very young still. She's only 14 years of age, so she's still, you know, one of the younger gymnasts. So I think she could even give Lisa a run for her money, but I think Lisa will hold her own in today's competition. But again, Karen will do extremely well.
Suzanne will talk again later.
Thank you.
Right, let's look now at the men taking part in the Champions All tournament here at Wembley. Valentin Pintea of Romania reckons 1987 could bring him his first international title. He's Romania's national champion and in fact favourite for gold today. He'll be hard pushed though by another of the fabulous Chinese, Fang Min, floor and vault champion in the Moscow News event of 1986. We've yet another intriguing youngster from the Soviet Union, Andrei Kravtsov, 16 years old and current junior champion. Today he's facing his first major international event. Silver medalist here last year was our own national champion, Andrew Morris. He's represented his country now for more than 6 years. The World Championships this year will be his fourth. Well, with us today is our Director of Coaching, John Atkinson. Good afternoon to you, John.
Hi.
What chance then for Andrew?
Last year's silver medalist. He's such a great competitor as well as a gymnast that there's always a chance with Andrew around. But he has a very difficult job with 4 super-class, world-class gymnasts in the competition with him today. Valentin Pintea from Romania, the Japanese boy, and obviously the great Borkai from Hungary.
The quality of competition is outstanding. What makes you think is particularly special this year?
I think the World Championships, obviously, and this is a great competition on the world circuit, so certain nations are using this to look at their very best gymnasts, and we have, as I said earlier, some really top-class gymnasts in the men's competition. Also, it's a year with the European Championships and the World Student Games, so there's nobody in this field who's not looking for a place in his national team.
David Simpson, what chance has he got today?
Well, David has peaked at this very moment. He's just returned from Russia, where he competed really successfully in Moscow and Riga, reached 2 finals in a big world-class competition. So I'm looking forward to him doing a super job for Great Britain today.
John, thanks very much indeed. Well, the action is about to get underway, so let's join our commentator, John Taylor.
Fang Min from the People's Republic of China. Oh, wonderful. Double side somersault, incredible height. Fang Min, the national champion. Oh, double layout and working out of it. This is tremendous floor work. The Chinese hold 2 national championships in their year. He was champion in the second half when Li Ning and Lo Yun weren't taking part, but what a tremendous floor worker he is. Really come through in the last 2 years. Now what's he going to give us to finish with? Those first 2 tumbling runs, absolutely sensational. And another double layout back to finish with. That really is world-class gymnastics. Well, Fang Min started that exercise as if he was a greyhound in a trap. Really tore into it. And there, that wonderful double side somersault. Look at the height there. And there is the score, 9.6. He catapults himself right into the lead. Karen Hargate, 9.3 for her first vault. Same one again. The straight Sakahara. Held that straight position a little longer and a little better for my money, so maybe an improvement on that first score. Well, Karen has had a tremendous last month of competition, won an invitation in Toronto in Canada, and then did very well in the Coup d'Excellence in Montreal, and carrying right on with it here. Yurchenko, look how she holds that straight position, beautifully landed. 9.5, a great start for her. She from Canada, she got 9.6 for her first vault, having made a large step back on landing. She can control it, and it is the same vault, and that's better for my money. That full twisting Yurchenko, very difficult vault. That's why they marked her so high, and she landed it much better the second time. Now from the front of the horse, there's the round off to start with, and the full twist as she comes backward off the horse, and the score, 9.7, a terrific start for her. Now the Hungarian national champion, Zsolt Borkai, 22 years old. Really concentrating before the start of his exercise. Full in, back out. Landed a little off balance, but stacks of height. Straight back with a double tuck back. Little linking moves, the front somersaults, having to hop out of them. That's the sort of thing that the judges will mark him down very heavily on. The all-important ones, tumbles, double tuck back, safely round, solid rather than spectacular start for him.
Lisa, you've just had a successful trip to the United States. Tell us about it.
I went to California to train with Don Peters for just over a week, and then we went to Washington, where Andrew and I both competed in the America's Cup, and I came 9th, which I was very pleased with. Then we went and did the first round of the pairs competition, and I did my Yurchenko vault for the first time, so I was pleased.
What do you think you actually gained then from the trip?
Well, competition-wise, I was pleased to try out my Yurchenko vault in a competition such as that, and the training situation was very good in California. Get to train with different gymnasts, that was really good.
Are you fit? Feeling good?
Yeah, I'm feeling quite fit, although a few aches and pains, but not too bad.
Lisa Elliott salutes the judges. She just heaved a big sigh of relief. 9.55, a tremendous mark for her first vault. Now, can she better it? Same vault again. For me, just about the same. The straight Yurchenko, just the one little step back in landing. Well, Lisa really in top form. She's got exactly the right shape for a gymnast. Tall and slim, very athletic. The Yurchenko there in the straight position. Oh my goodness, it looks even better in slow motion. Tremendous second flight. And she's got the reward, 9.7. Andrei Kravtsov from the Soviet Union, just 15 years old. We've never seen him here before. The national junior champion. John Atkinson's joined me now. John, do you know anything about this one?
Yes, he's a young man that we saw when we were training in Dynamo Club in Russia last year. He's one of 2 junior champions which the club has produced. The other one is Shaposhkin, who was in the Junior European Championships last year.
Well, they sent Alexander Kolivanov over last year. He looked like a young lad, but if anything, this lad looks younger, but tremendous power packed into that immature frame. Just got round on the double tuck back. Quite off-putting, the whistle saying that he's got 20 seconds only left. Went in the middle of that tumbling run. And now he's coming into his final tumbling run. He must be very tight for time. Double twist, lacking in power a little, running out of steam there towards the end, but some tremendously difficult tumbling for such a young fellow. 9.55 for Tatiana Groshkova on her first vault. She really has got to get flight off the top of the horse. Very difficult for such a little girl. Oh, and that was better. Terrific vault. Really got some lift that time off the top of the horse. Tremendous effort this by the young Russian girl. Great speed. Has to get tremendous lift. There, the round off onto the horse, and then the full twist. Look how she holds that position. And just a little tiny step backwards. 9.7. She joins Lisa Elliott in the lead. David Simpson from Liverpool, or as he'll tell me off if I don't say it, from York, but competing from Liverpool. Pull him back out to start with. David has had a tremendous last month of competition. Been over to the Moscow Cup and the Riga Cup. Had his best ever competition score there in one of the strongest invitation internationals in the world. Double tuck back to finish. Landed well, a little bit lacking in his usual power in the somersaults there, but he got round safely. Camelia Baina from Romania, 9.45 for her first vault. And she's seen some pretty high scores going before her, so she needs more than that. Oh, and Yurchenko, got to work it out myself, 1.5 twists there. Trying to go for those extra tenths. Here she comes. The round off there. And then 1.5 twists after she'd put her hands on the horse. And Boyne has done it. That gamble paid off. 9.7. She's up with the leaders. Boriana Stoyanova, right at the end of this first rotation for the women, world champion on the vault in 1983 in Budapest. And she's seen some very high scores. And what she got. Stoyanova very powerful on the run. Half turn onto the horse, the full twist off. Not that high, but very, very accurate. Lands at 9.6. The end of the first round, and Fang Min, the Chinese champion, has taken a decisive lead, but her own Andrew Morris there in third place. But in the women's competition, it couldn't be tighter. 4 girls, including her own Lisa Elliott, all tied with 9.7. We'll take a break there. Rejoin us in a couple of minutes.
From the Wembley Arena, where it really couldn't be closer in the women's competition, with Lisa Elliott of Great Britain, one of 4 tying for the lead. And as far as the men are concerned, Andrew Morris very much holding his own. He's in 3rd position. Let's get back to the action now, and our commentator, John Taylor.
Karen Hargate to the asymmetric bars. Suzanne Dando, she began really well with 9.5 on her vault.
She did, yes. I think, oh good, she caught that because she had a little bit of trouble in warm-up. She actually missed that, but I'm glad to see she executed that quite well. She's keeping the routine moving, which is the main thing, without any stops. Coming up to a dismount, long swing, and double back, and it's quite a good landing. She executed that quite well.
Valentin Pintia, the Romanian champion. Very disappointing start for him. 8.5 only on the floor. This is a man who has finished in the top 16 in European and world competitions. Very experienced. He's got to lift himself out of a little bit of depression that he looks as if he's feeling after that floor exercise. Monica Kovaci from Canada. 9.7 on the vault. Can she keep that going now on the asymmetric bars? Tremendous pirouette there. Really complex start to this routine. She executed it beautifully. And the double summer dismount. She really is a remarkable gymnast.
Andrew Morris, bearing in mind you weren't able to perform in the gold top because of injury, are you properly fit now?
Yes, totally fit now. I've had 2 competitions since the injury, which took a month, and I'm back to full fitness now, hopefully.
And that was a wrist injury?
A wrist injury, yes. Wrist injuries are very bad because you just can't do anything. If it was a foot, then at least you could swing on the apparatus, but a wrist is bad news.
Now, you mentioned the 2 competitions. Those are both in the States, right?
One was the America's Cup in Washington, and the other one was a team international in Canada, the other one.
How did you get on?
I didn't do particularly well because of the injury, but it's sort of gradually getting better. I mean, I competed quite badly in the America Cup, but I did better in Canada, you know.
Andrew Morris to the pommel horse. Andrew, a silver medal in this competition last year. John Atkinson, he's started off as if he means to get into the medals again this year.
I'm really impressed with Andrew's preparation earlier this year, and he's showing already that he's well and truly ready for the European Championships. His work is accurate, clean, and he's got his hunger back again.
Lovely flares there. And tight right until the end. In control. Very good pommel exercise from Andrew Morris. Yang Yan Li from China I would think the asymmetric bars, a favorite piece of apparatus. Chinese very graceful.
Actually, John, I think that the Chinese do excel on the bars. They are very. I think they probably lack, if anything, in any areas in their strength, particularly in vault and tumbling. But as you can see, she's done a good routine there.
Graceful lines all the way through it, and plenty of difficulty in there. Zsolt Borkai from Hungary, a country that's a great tradition in pommel horse workers. And Borkai prompted the head judge after the World Cup in his report, as these judges give after every big competition, to say the judges haven't yet discovered Borkai. You can see what he means. Look at the fluency, the speed, and the accuracy there on the pommel horse. Beautiful work. Very difficult to look elegant on the pommel horse, but he manages it with ease. Right in control, good high finish. That's a tremendous exercise from him. Brought him right back into contention. Tremendous amount of difficulty in this exercise from Borkai. He's got into a very good rhythm, working so much between the pommels, the most difficult place to work, and that clearance absolutely tremendous. Spindle there, onto the pommels, and he's got the mark from the judges as well, 9.85. That's a terrific mark for the pommel. Lisa Elliott, one of the joint leaders after the vault. This competition's so tight, she needs 9.75 to stay in the lead at the end of the second round. Suzanne, this women's competition already looking something very special.
It's very, very close. Lisa's actually the current national champion. As I say that, she touches the floor, but she's the current national champion on bars, and I think she was probably looking to execute a good exercise here, but she's probably lost about 0.3 for that touch on the floor. Building up to dismount now. Long swing. Good dismount, solid landing.
Well, a very clean exercise from Lisa Elliott, apart from this one mistake. There's the Jaeger somersault, and as she drops to the low bar, just trails that right leg on the floor. And the judges spotted it. 9.4 she scores. From Romania. Jaeger somersault. One of the great bars workers. Trains in Bucharest with Katie Szabo and little Daniela Solivash. Really are a trio of gymnasts that would be tough to beat, even by the Russians. The double back to finish with. Beautifully controlled throughout. Bang Min, the leader in the competition, to the rings. The inverted cross. Tremendous power there. Very powerfully built gymnast. And using it well. Double layout somersault to finish with. Well, Boriana Stoyanova from Bulgaria finds herself down in equal 5th position after the vault. And that must be a surprise when you were the world champion on that piece of apparatus in 1983. But she's only 0.1 behind. But this women's competition already looking as if it's going to be something very special indeed. Pirouette there, in handstand. Kachev straddle over the bottom bar. Shoot front half twist. The rhythm was good, the content was good, and she finished absolutely accurately. Andrew Morris to the rings. 4th place after 2 pieces of apparatus. Locked in battle at the moment with the Bulgarian Geraskov. Well, a major readjustment there, but in that inverted cross position, he won't be marked down too heavily. Cleverly held the balance just a little longer to stop the ring swinging, makes him hard to control, and then into his dismount, which was very accurate. So at the halfway stage, the surprise joint leader, Monica Kovaci from Canada with Boriana Stoyanova, Lisa Elliott in 4th place, almost in the medals. And in the men's competition, Fang Ming from China in the lead with 28.7, Zolt Vorkai 2nd, Andrew Morris 3rd. We'll take a break there. Join us again in a couple of minutes. Camelia Vonia down in 3rd place after 2 pieces of apparatus, the halfway point in the competition. It really couldn't be tighter. She just 0.05 off the lead, but Monica Kovaci and Boriana Stoyanova in front of her. But now all that intensive training really coming into play. Looking very much as if it's going to be the girl whose nerve holds best on this piece of apparatus that is going to win. That was beautiful. The front somersault and not even a minor readjustment on the landing. Where all the practice comes to fruition. Well, she came off at a funny angle, but she landed it safely. The double tuck back. Fang Min, leader of the men's competition, to the vault. 1 chance only. Oh, and there it went. An incredibly complex vault. But he paid the penalty. Chance to unravel that amazing vault. Handspring front, 1 twist, 2 twists, and still another half a twist, 2.5 twists there. The most complicated vault imaginable. He pays the penalty, but it's so difficult, he still scores well. 9.25. Lisa Elliott to the beam, one of the most important exercises of her young gymnastics life. The Yurchenko mount, just 1 little step backwards, but it was safe. In 4th position at halfway, but Stoyanova came to grief. And if she doesn't, she'll take herself into a medal position. somersault. That's 2 somersaults safely landed. Double twist landing, she held it together. She went a little offline on the split leap. There was a lot of tension up there, but she got all the way through, and that's the mark of a really good competitor. Congratulations there from Karen Hargate. Andrew Morris to the vault in the bronze medal position at the moment. We saw Guraskov fall. The Tongfai vault. Got good extension on it. Would have liked a little more thrust off the top of the horse, I think, but it was a good vault. And he landed it safely. That's the most important thing of the lot. That will keep him securely in the bronze medal position. Zsolt Borkai to the vault in second position at halfway. Oh, and a beautiful vault. Tremendous flight off the horse. Controlled it well, just the one big step back on landing, but always in control. Yan Li, the Chinese champion, to her third piece of apparatus, the beam. Flick back, then the Corbett flick. Little offline as she went into that one. Controlled it well. Nice accurate dismount, the double tuck back somersault. Just that small mistake in the middle. Coach is delighted. David Simpson to the vault. The men, remember, have just one vault, so he's got to get it right. Oh, and he got tremendous flight off the horse. It all looked good until the landing. So the men's position after the vault, still in the lead. Fang Min of China, 37.95. Zsolt Borkai from Hungary second, and Andrew Morris in the bronze medal position. And David Simpson too, in the frame in sixth place. Little Andrei Kravtsov salutes the judges. Now he's almost got to reach up to full stretch to even grasp the bars. When he does a giant on the parallel bars, he scarcely has to bend his knees. Beautiful line. The Amadov turn. Stutz turn. Good strength work too, good control there. Just gathers himself, double tuck back, steps back on landing, but a very good exercise from Kratzov. Andrew Morris signals to the judges as he goes on to the parallel bars. Parallel bars, the closest piece of apparatus to the commentary position. To drop my voice or Andrew can hear me because he doesn't like to know where he is. Through the Healy turns. Really going well. A little walk up the bars there, but it wasn't anything too bad. And a safe landing. My goodness, he's been solid. All the British competitors really fighting everything. They're determined to do well in this competition. Zsolt Borkai from Hungary having a really good competition in second place at the moment onto the parallel bars. Really strong work, the two Healy turns, the 1 1/4 of the Amadov completes the turn, 2 straddle, half lever really well. No fouling the bar there at all. And just that little mistake on landing, having to hop sideways, but a very good exercise again from Borkai. Fang Min from China, leader of the men's competition. And it looks as if we've got a worthy successor to the Li Nings and Lo Yuns of this world, if and when they decide to retire. But in the meantime, they're going to be have to be at their best to keep this man at bay. Got that one very wrong. Oh, well, he did. It was amazing that he actually even went for the second one. Well, that's the first chink in his armor, if I dare say it. So with one piece of apparatus still to go for the men and the women, it couldn't be tighter. Camelia Wojnia in the lead from Lisa Elliott, but anything could happen there in the women's competition. And in the men's competition, Zsolt Borkai now has taken the lead from Fang Min. Andrew Morris there in third place. We'll take another break there. Join us again for the finale.
Hello again as we head for the crucial final session in the Champions All tournament at Wembley Arena. It's the high bar for men, the floor for women, and there's a great chance of British medals. Our commentator, John Taylor.
Andrei Kratzov. Now this is the main threat to Andrew Morris and a medal. The little Russian, we can guarantee he's going to be good, but how good is he going to be? Kachov. Double straight back dismount. Well, nothing sensational there in the release and catches. Good, but still a lot of difficulty to be added into that routine as he gains greater strength. Well, this competition seems to bring out the best in Andrew Morris. A silver medal last year, and he's in the bronze medal position at the moment and looks very safe in that. He needs only 8.45 to stay in that position, and I'm sure he'll have no difficulty in getting that. Good catch. Really a remarkable performance by the Swansea gymnast. A wrist injury, the worst injury you can get because it stops you training altogether at the beginning of the year. Just had 2 competitions before this one. There he is, keeps it clean and sensible. That's the bronze medal for Andrew Morris to go with his silver medal that he won last year. Really is a tremendous triumph for him. He knew he was in good shape, but it's taken a great deal of work to get there. Boriana Stoyanova down in 4th position at the moment, out of the medals. She was the bronze medalist in the floor exercise in the 1983 World Championships. Now, can she reproduce that sort of form to bring herself up into the medals? Sensational start. Using every inch of the floor space for that double layout back there. Well, she's not the most graceful of gymnasts, but her tumbling is absolutely sensational. A layout double back, a full in back out, and the double back there to finish with. Tremendous stuff from Boriana Stoyanova, but is it good enough to pull her up into the medal positions? Zsolt Borkai, the new leader in the competition, sensationally into the lead after the parallel bars where Feng Ming made his first mistake. Borkai looking very composed. Lovely one arm to Ginga. And again. Eagle grip to over grip. Now the build up to the dismount. No mistakes so far. Double twisting, double back, and only a tiny little move on the landing there. That looks good enough for gold to me. Well, Lisa Elliott's just seen that 9.7 from Boriana Stoyanova. She knows that's put the pressure on her to hold on to that silver medal position. She needs 9.45 to stay ahead, but she's been in marvelous form so far, and she's certainly capable of it at her best. Safely landed. closer. Let's have another double somersault. There it is, beautifully landed. Tremendous performance there from the Surrey girl. Great performance. At last we've produced a gymnast with the style and the grace to compete with the world's best in that field, and also with the difficulty in her tumbles to go with it. Well, the opening tumble really set Lisa off on the right foot. Very difficult pull in, back out somersault. Tremendous height here. Look at that. Plenty of time for the twist and the second somersault. Just a little stagger on landing, but a tremendous start for her, and she went on like it. And the score's just there now, 9.8. What a performance from Lisa Elliott. Fang Min, who led the competition throughout and then lost it with those mistakes on the parallel bars, now in effect needs 9.95 to win this competition. Well, there it goes. Never looked right as he went into it. Seemed to have no rhythm to the thing at all. Really wasn't swinging well. All off balance as he went into the one arm to catch of. Now another mistake, and that changes the equation at the top of the men's competition yet again. Andrew Morris might still be thinking of higher than bronze. Safely through the Ginga, but it was hardly applying one. But a beautiful double layout back to finish with. And it's only 8.85. That means Andrew Morris will take the silver medal. Well, whatever happens here, it's going to be a tremendous day for British gymnastics, but Camelia Voinia needs 9.55 to beat Lisa Elliott, and one mistake, and we've got a winner. Double layout back, very difficult. She didn't do it very well, though. Totally different approach to the dance, a staccato pattern. Oh, that was sensational. Double cut back and then punch front straight out of it. Voinia, the silver medalist in the World Cup. So you know what Lisa's up against. Many people, myself included, thought she should have won the gold medal in that competition. Here it is. If this one's safe, then Voinia's got it. She's landed it safely. I'm sure that's the goal for her. And look at Lisa Elliott. A wry smile. The quality of that exercise from Voinia, I'm sure, has guaranteed her the gold. But what a great performance by Lisa Elliott. Well, the middle tumbling run from Voinia shows the way women's gymnastics are going. Working out of the big tumble. The double back there lands it and enough in control to punch out of it and carry on with another tumbling run. Sensational work from her. And her score, 9.75. That gives her the gold, definitely. Their confirmation, the women's winners of the Vitalite Champions All. First place, Camelia Voinia. In second place, Lisa Elliott. And in third place, Boriana Stoyanova. What a scalp for Lisa Elliott to finish in front of the great Bulgarian, and a tremendous competition too for Karen Hargate, back in sixth position. Zsoltborkai from Hungary then takes the Vitalite Champions All for 1987. Andrew Morris proudly in the silver medal position for the second year running, and Fang Min from China relegated to third place, having led for so long. David Simpson, also a creditable finish, in sixth place.
And here he is, Andrew Morris, silver medalist for the second year on the trot. Congratulations, Andrew.
Thanks very much. You're very pleased, yes. Yes. Very strong field today.
You are so consistent. How do you stay consistent?
Well, consistent today, but looking at the last two competitions, I didn't have very good competitions there. So today it just all came together, you know. As to how do I stay consistent, I don't know. Just hard work, I suppose.
You certainly must have felt you needed a good one today.
Yeah, I deserve a good one after that long injury and two bad competitions.
I'm under the impression that you actually don't like to know where you stand at any one stage during the competition. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, all I'm worried about is the competition, the routines, and getting through the routines. I mean, I don't need to know the scores.
Do you literally not know at all where you stand?
I didn't know until I was stood out there. People had told me I might be second, but I didn't know until I was stood out there.
What, until it was announced?
Yeah.
You did not know you were second?
I deliberately didn't know.
And if you can do this well against such tough opposition, it must all go well for the world.
Yes, it's good to do well in these kind of competitions where you get internationally recognised then, and people see the results, see you doing well, and it reflects on the next competition, you know. They think, oh, this guy's pretty good, you know. We'll mark him as such.
And with me now, our hero from the women's competition, Lisa Elliott. Well done.
Thanks very much.
You must feel great.
Yeah, I'm very pleased with my performance today.
So much depended on the floor. That must have put you under a bit of pressure.
I think I felt most of my pressure on the beam. I was nervous because that's normally my worst piece. So I was just trying to keep steady on the beam, really. And then when I got to floor, I just went out and tried to enjoy it, although I was really tired at the end.
Had I said to you before the competition started, you're going to get a silver, what would you have said to me?
I think I would have fainted.
So you feel absolutely terrific now. It set you up for the year.
Yeah, I'm very pleased.
So a great day for the British. Suzanne, I feel uplifted.
So do I. I'm so thrilled for our British competitors because I really do think that this is probably the best Champions All that British competitors have had. And I mean, obviously to Lisa and Andrew for doing so well, but even Karen and David, both in sixth position, was very commendable. Brilliant competition.
And you genuinely feel it shows their worth in such great opposition.
Exactly. I mean, they did have tough competition today. They've worked hard. They've showed, as I said earlier, good competition spirit, good strength in their attitude, and they just pulled out all the stops today, all consistent, and no glaring mistakes, and they held the whole thing together. I'm so impressed with them, and it just shows where British gymnastics is going to.
So what does it say for British gymnastics?
Well, it says, watch out, Eastern Bloc countries, here we come, because we've got, obviously, the World Championships coming up in October and the Europeans in May, and I think that we're going to stand a very good chance to do well, individually and as a team, both men and women. Excellent.
A very optimistic note on which to end.
Wonderful.
Suzanne, thanks very much.
My pleasure.
So it certainly makes a great difference when the British are amongst the medals, doesn't it? That's it from the Wembley Arena. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have here. From all of us here, goodbye.